Are you ready to fetch a new project? I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I just could not launch into this without at least one bad pun. Okay, wait a minute, just one more. The steps are as easy as a walk in the park. Okay, that's it, I promise. Make sure your favorite canine companion has the latest in leash and collar sets. Ours feature a sturdy webbing for the base, gorgeous ribbon for the flair, and tough hardware to secure it all together. And we're going to show it in both the wide and the narrow widths. So we selected mostly plastic hardware, which some people think is not going to be strong enough for leashes and collars, and good point for sure, but we are specifying acetal plastic hardware, which is known for its strength and its stiffness. It's made for climbing and outdoor gear, which are definitely other situations where you don't want anything to break or pull apart. So it snaps closed, very tight, and it holds fast. It also resists moisture, so it performs well in all types of weather. Of course, that said, you know your dog best, and you could certainly switch out to all metal hardware if you want. In fact, we actually used a mixture of the acetal plastic and some metal. We used the metal swivel hooks on both leashes to attach to their collars, and this kind of a welded metal D-ring, which is on the wider collar, that would be used most likely for a bigger, stronger dog. All right, hardware is set. Next, the base webbing. And so for this, you also want something in the heavy duty category and in polyester, because poly, it's not only weather resistant, the ends can be heat sealed. So there you don't have to worry about raveling or hemming. But you do need to remember that thicker layers are going to require a stronger, sharper, new needle. Like we chose a denim jeans needle. That would be a good choice for you. And finally, the beautiful ribbon that gives our collars and leash sets their striking finish. We chose Renaissance ribbons. Their quality is simply the best that we've ever found, and the selection of designer looks, it's really amazing. These two ribbons are both from Renaissance Ribbon Collections by Kay Fawcett. So our collar was sized for our two doggy models. We had Lincoln, the very busy corgi puppy, and Danny, our sweet street dog rescue. Now, the suggested cut lengths that we have in the project should really fit a great many pups, but to be sure, measure your own dog's neck and then add about 10 inches to give you the extra length that's going to be needed for you to be able to adjust the collar smaller or larger by a little bit. So Danny's neck was about 20 inches, so that formula was 20 plus 10 equals 30. You want the collar to be snug so it doesn't slip off the dog's head, but not so tight that you can't still slide your finger easily underneath the collar. We like to use invisible thread to stitch ribbon to webbing. It's not mandatory, but it is a really nice look, especially when you have such vibrant multicolored ribbon. Now, a few tips for working with invisible thread. You may need to loosen your upper tension slightly, and it's also a good idea to lengthen your stitch and to sew at a slow and even pace. This type of thread doesn't stretch as much as regular thread, so it can break more easily under pressure, especially if it accidentally slides off the spool and wraps around the spool pin. And finally, always sew in the same direction on both sides of the ribbon. This helps prevent any kind of twisting or shifting and puckering. The collar is simply a mini circular version of an adjustable strap. So no worries if you're new to the technique, we have detailed steps that you can follow. So these sets are a fun and easy project, very beginner friendly. Don't you think a matching leash and collar would be a great gift idea for your pet-loving pals? So remember, step-by-step instructions are available now on Sew for Home, free to you. Thanks for listening, and happy sewing!